I'm looking at our roster. I'm looking at Jalen Milroe. I'm looking at Ty Simpson, 2 4-star guys who were handpicked and who've been in the program for multiple years. And we pull a move like this. I know Coach Saban said that we're trying to drive competition. That's bull. I'm sorry. Milroe and Simpson, they already know that they've got this starting spot on the line. If they can't get motivated for that, they shouldn't be strapping it up every week.
As a quarterback, if you're not motivated to play at the University of Alabama, if you something wrong with you. You need to get up out of here. You need to go somewhere else where you're not, where you're not motivated. I mean, you at the University of Alabama. I mean, it ain't like you at UAB or the other school over there with the War Eagle or whatever that crap is. You at University of Alabama. You a Bama South.
So what if Buchner shows up and he's passing the ball unbelievably and he drives and he turns that
I would be shocked
into one of the most perennial offenses in the SEC? Because I'll be honest with you, Justin, the weapons in Notre Dame versus the weapons in Alabama, man, that's like apples and oranges. That's like a V-charged, a supercharged engine versus a Pacer, man. It's two different worlds.
I get that. And I actually went and watched this film. He's got deceptively fast legs. I give him that. But can you arguably say he's faster than Jalen Milroe or faster than Ty Simpson?
You're a white guy, man. You need to stop saying deceptively fast. That's
I'm Irish. I'm a different demographic, sir.
Just say the man is fast.
If you're gonna bring somebody into Alabama, out of the portal, like you guys, you got to bring the real deal to Alabama. You know what I mean? You got to have somebody that you think is going to be that real deal to get the ball to those guys on the outside. Unless, you're going to do like Gene Stallings, you're going to pound the football every play, and play action pass and get those guys the ball. But, these days it's all about throwing the ball.
I go back to Justin's point here. And this is what I was saying. If you're going to get somebody out of the portal, you get somebody that's show enough elite if you're going to go that route in the portal. If there's nobody in the portal at that position that's show enough elite, then you don't touch the portal. Because when you have guys already there and already in your program that know what they're supposed to be doing, and you bring somebody else in, that's like, bruh, I've been toiling. I've been in this thing. Like, you going to bring somebody else in here? And I've been toiling?
But there's another side of this you're missing, though. Okay. So, if he truly does have a desire to go into coaching, maybe he wants to be at Alabama for that. And you hadn't look at the other side of the coin. He's gonna make one hell of a scout team quarterback to get our defense ready. Come on, man. You gotta look at the whole picture sometimes.
Okay, I can see that. I could see scout team quarterback. Okay, that's fine. I can see future GA, future coach on the roster. And
most scout team quarterback and backups go on to be GAs and coaches. That is the normal progression. It was Lance Taylor did it Lance Tucker did it when I was in school, and I've seen it happen with several other quarterbacks. That's what they do at times.
But do you honestly see a guy with 2 years of eligibility remaining coming to be a glorified clipboard holder?
3 years, Justin. 3.
3 years. I honestly don't see that. And, as far as him leading a prolific offense, Marvin, I also looked at his arm. His arm is just okay. Matter of fact, when I watch him throw, majority of the time he's throwing off his back foot. And he tends to gamble a little bit too much for my liking. And people are already complaining right now about Milroe not having ball security or not being able to throw it past 10 yards. If you have problems right now with what you feel like where Milroe is in his progression, you're going to have a real bad problem when you see this kid.
Everybody has to compete. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody, no job is going to be given to anybody. And last time I checked, neither one of those guys were our starting quarterback last year. Maybe for a game or two, but neither one of them had the job. So they all have to compete. And Coach Saban is right. Maybe those two guys, prior to him bringing this other kid in, maybe they did think that they were starters. You know what I mean? But you haven't won the job yet. You still have to compete.
Like Curtis said, they just got to battle it out. No one have a job yet. I mean, if we get a new quarterback, great. Let's see what he can do. Put him in the crowd 5 in the frying pan. Let's see what he can do.
Don't forget about what Joe Burrow did for LSU.
Yeah.
He won the locker room over.
Now, Curtis is a good point there because remember, 2018, LSU was ready to roast off Joe Burrow. And then 2019, that next year, Burrow became a superstar. So good point there from Curtis.
And it takes more than just winning the locker room. I mean, that's like being a politician. Yeah, you have to do that part, but your play on the field has to be, greater than you winning the locker room. Because if your play on the field isn't far superior to your locker room acclimation talents, it ain't gonna matter anyway. Just let them battle it out come August, baby.